Although you're
Ladies
trying to
and
push.
gentlemen, boys and girls, the mutants and meta-humans of all ages, shapes, and sizes. It is time for the most spoilerific show on YouTube. And if you have any requests for any topic, leave a comment down below. What up with your YouTube and YouTube bust? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And you're tuning in to the Rock Vibration Podcast, where we talk about Marvel, DC, comic books, anime, video games, TV shows, and more. Welcome to our humble abode. Let's go, man. Let's go ahead and do this. Get this thing here started. Man, they've been having some PlayStation's event. They've just been dropping out the blue today. They have the whole internet on Twitter is going crazy. But with that craziness going on, they've been having some things that's been getting ripped and shredded and pieces and parts and chaos been going on. But without the chaos, you can't have a person that can survive through the jungle, through the strive of everything that's going on, and still be able to make cool free throws at a 99%. Man, what's good with a Savage Carter, man? Introduce yourself and let them know they can find you at. And
You talking to me?
yeah, you thought
Oh,
gonna say
what's
chaos.
happening?
What's
Oh, what
good with
up?
that?
Man, I'm high as a motherfucker. How
Yeah,
everybody else doing in this bitch?
we all contributing.
Oh, my bad. Was I supposed to laugh? I wasn't
Man,
supposed to
hey,
laugh,
hey,
was
where
I?
they can find you is up right now, huh?
Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hey, find Savage Carter. Where they can find you at?
shit, I'm somewhere near Uranus right now.
Oh man, I'm done.
But on the real though, y'all can find me on Twitter, Xbox. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on Instagram, but 9 times out of 10, if you ain't a female, I'm probably not gonna accept you because you know I be looking at ass.
Right on.
Hey,
Oh, my bad.
hey, at least you went lying, keeping it 100. That's raw, uncut, and that's how it's gonna have to be from here on out. I'm digging it, man. What's good with it? Chaos, man. Chaos. I'm not gonna have to do that because it's not going that well for deep and toward for me to be able to pull off the madness that you bring to the society of the nation of Xbox, PlayStation, Marvel, DC comic book. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it yourself because
And more.
can't name another person do it like this. Name another person right here, man. Chaos God, man. Introduce yourself. Let them know they can find you at. And he wants,
Chaos God.
oh,
You
lady.
Yep,
already know.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna I'm
already
gonna slap
know.
him with the powder.
I'm the
Yes,
opposite of
sir.
Go
savage. I'm sober in this
go get
motherfucker. Let's
go
go.
give me
But you know, I act like
go give me the
I'm
baby
like 10
powder.
high people in a room together. You know, we in for a show. Let's go.
With
It's about to get lit more than my profile picture. Let's get it.
bro. That's what's Zam right there. I'm with it. I'm with it. And speaking
Yeah.
about what's happening with it, man, what's good with it? You know what I'm saying? When you got one thing going to a next level and it's always flipping up to the next level and it don't stop because it don't have a top. But at the same time, he bring the chaos with the Lokiness to the Xbox community. Man, you know how Bone be looking like, man, that Loki right here just going to give it to him and have them all running around in circles and stuff. You know what you be doing to the community. Flip,
Oh, you
bring
talking
it out.
about my homeboy Malcolm Farrakhan?
Malcolm Farrakhan. Oh, he done went up on me.
Yeah.
Say, Flip, you done went up on me. Man, matter of fact, you got to let me know where you standing at right now because it's all types of stuff that's going on right now. So it's good with it, Flip Money.
Well, you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
doing it is what it do. I'm over here playing Xbox Live, of course. You know, they know where they can find me at. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, it just feel good to be a gamer, man. It just feel good, man. My addiction, I didn't kick it. I enhanced it, and I'm loving it. Ba da ba ba ba.
Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima, huh? That's how we go. Matter of fact, we diving straight into this here. Okay, me personally, when I first seen this here Ghost of Tsushima, I was like, man, the way the sword fighting mechanics was going on and the beautiful background scenery with they had this red tree. Don't know what kind of tree it was, but I know it had the red leaves, probably because it was fall, and then it had
It was a
the
cherry
orange.
blossom tree.
Yeah, that whatever. Yeah, it was some Asian shit. So they had the people coming
Just
down, and they shot the arrows in the air, and then the flames that came and everything around them was on fire. I'm like, oh, this game is gonna be next level. And then I seen a demo today. I want to know before I give my opinion about this demo on here. Let's jump straight to the person that's hosting the show tonight. Flip Money, man. Have you had the opportunity to see the long drawn out gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima, and what do you stand with this game?
Um, hated it. So no, I don't know, man. I mean, I had to do it a little bit cover. I had to do it a little bit cover reference. I mean, I'm not impressed. I wasn't impressed with it before, and I'm still not impressed. I'm saying I'm more impressed on that what was that thing called? That new whatchamacallit engine. Whatchamacallit engine. Whatchamacallit.
The Unreal Engine, the Unreal
Yeah.
Engine 5, right?
Yeah,
That's
I'm more interested in that. That goes to Kashima, Dashima, Washima, Okazima. I don't care.
It didn't. Oh, you didn't see like he got on the horse. To me, it kind of reminded me of in between Witcher and Red Dead. So I don't know. You might need to step back from it because it looked like it might be one of those. It ain't gonna be a sleeper hit because it's most anticipated from the PlayStation 5 because that's the best game they got coming right now. So I don't know, Flip. You might got to just take the look at the fighting mechanics and the scenery because it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Now the graphics, it looked like a PlayStation 4 on my perspective. But I digress. I'm a digress. So Savage, you had the opportunity to see the Ghost of Tsushima.
Man, fuck that game.
Yep. There it is.
You know I was gonna say fuck that game. Cause motherfucking well, I was talking about that game before that bitch was even announced on the platform, and they put that bitch on PlayStation only. So they get what they get, fuck them.
Yeah. Even though the main character looked like Scorpion off of MK10, no MK11.
Man, like the earlier sketches of that game didn't look like that.
Right, it didn't.
So I don't know what they went back to the drawing board to do, but I don't like what they did. The fact that I can't play it on my Xbox, I don't like that either. So they big get 2 thumbs down and a big foot in your ass.
and kicked into outer space, huh? Damn. I mean, even though the whole the music choreography of what I see, it was beautiful and sleepy. It was that, what I'm saying, good music, but the music sounds sleepy, depressing, the stuff that you listen to, and it just want to make you just want to lay down.
That part that was about the only thing about the game that I did fucking like because I played them type of games from that era. So I'm used to listening to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as everything else that they changed, no, I don't like it.
I'm kind of getting in that boat a little bit too. Not Grand Theft Auto. My bad. Rockstar is still the same. Red Dead, when they did their world, to me, I seen that they world just felt more flushed out with the animals. And Ghost of Tsushima, the animals, the mechanics about it just felt like they didn't feel realistic like how they did off of Red Dead. Red Dead made you feel like the animals in the environment was interacting with it for real. But back to me digressing, Chaos. Man, what's good with the Chaos God, man? Have you had the opportunity to be blessed to have to see this Ghost of Tsushima first gameplay run through?
Fuck no.
Yeah, you probably don't even care about that one either, then, huh?
No, I care about the game. I just didn't know that it was happening. I guess I was behind on that one. I didn't know
checking the
that
live
there was a show or anything.
Yeah, checking the live chat. I put a little well, I don't want to say, but is a little clip of what they did, but it was a long. I watched a good bit of it, and I kind of was like in and out like I was watching it, then I was kind of trying not to doze off. I said I was going to watch it, and I was trying to listen to some other podcasters that was talking.
I'm gonna put it like this. I got one more thing to say on it.
Yeah,
I would rather play Onimusha from the PlayStation 2 than the shit that I saw in that preview.
That preview was that bad.
yeah, that preview was.
You know what I'm saying? You
I liked it at first. I was like, "Ooh, PlayStation got a hit." Now, when I seen that shit, I was like, "This look like a watered down Red Dead that's set in a Chinese war." That's just how I kind of took it. Be like, we got Stu P in here, man. What's good with it, Stu P?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invite. I am here. I am here. I am here. What you guys talking
Yeah,
about?
man.
Ghost of Metal Gear Solid Snake?
I
That's
know
what
you
you
trying to
talking
say.
about?
Yeah, you trying to put a Metal Gear 5, give you a good beginning, then everything else was shit.
Yeah. No, the game remind me of Metal Gear. I was waiting on him to hide into a clump of grass. It remind me of those early Metal Gear where Snake would be hiding in a cardboard box. It had that same feel. Look at it. And look at how it move. Apart from it's an open world where you're riding horses.
It do kind of give
It's
you.
not a bad game.
Hey, I mean,
But
I got so spoiled with Red Dead Redemption. I was looking at the mechanics of him on the horse, and it like when you seen the horse was running through the mud, it didn't give you that like the mud was flicking like how it did off of Red Dead. Almost Red Dead gave you more. To me, it felt more realistic to say that came out what 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. No, 2 years now. Huh? Red Dead came out. This will be 2 years this year. To say they came out 2 years and this game is still in development and they don't have the you know what I'm saying the details to be up to par. I mean, it looked okay, but it wasn't great. The whole open world felt dead.
empty. It
Yeah,
feels empty. Empty and dead. Remember what they said about Gears of War 5? That when you're on the thing, the thing with the seal,
yeah,
how the
you just
world was empty. That world is empty. That world is empty. And then the fights that they show is like, no, this not ready. This is not ready. I enjoy like Rise Son of Rome to me did a better fight. Had more people on screen, everything. But ponies are going to say it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So we just have to go with that.
I mean, if
Hey,
that's what the PlayStation have to look forward to. I mean the PlayStation 5. I don't really see in this being the say all be all. It have potential, but it just have a lot of it try to take the best of the you know what I'm saying the games. You know how PlayStation to take the best parts of a game to make another game. It's like they tried to take the best parts of certain games, but you couldn't take the best parts and not make it better. You know what I'm saying? Make it not as good as the last game was. And that's when that's what it's starting to feel like. And it's starting to feel like another behind the over the shoulder game it don't feel original like how it did at first. The first demo, I thought it was a whole completely different game than what we getting. So I mean, I'd have lost interest from watching this demo. Now, if there was more smart, they could have, like you said, gave you more stuff to do in the world. I mean, the whole you got to pay attention to the animals because some of the animals might be trying to talk to you, that type of thing. It would have been more cool if it was more Easter egg than a bird flying right by your face where you know, like, hey, it's time. It's really want something. It'd have been more cool if you would have been riding by, and if you would have, and if you look to a certain angle, you might see a owl or something that's just hanging on a tree. And then if you look, you'll hear him hollering at you like, who? And then if you go over there, it's a secret mission. You know, that would have been cool compared to what they did. To me, it just felt like they stole good things from other people, but they didn't have no creativity to make nothing original to be unique besides for oh, people want a game that you could a samurai game where you fighting with a sword that you go that's open world, and that's all it feel like. They just took another game and just reskinned it with those mechanics. But that's just my thoughts about this game. So I want to know what y'all since you know what I'm saying we don't really dive too deep into video games as much. Let's just go ahead and dive into some Unreal Engine 5. A lot of people I'm hearing is going crazy about this here because of the tech demo that I was seeing about on this Unreal 5. Is for the is a demo for the PlayStation 5, but people not realizing the Unreal Engine 5 is going to be doing more games than just 1 or 2 PlayStation exclusives. They have a plethora of different games that they coming out. Flip was telling me about one earlier that uses the Unreal Engine 5. And say, Flip, can you elaborate a little bit on what other consoles what other companies that
they was supposed to be using it. Well, according
Oh
to Phil
man, I
Spencer,
thought y'all wanted me to flash out. I'm gonna be good.
oh shit. According to what Phil had tweeted and stuff like that, he was saying that there's other games that's using there's other games that he got coming out that using Unreal Engine 5 and supposedly what's the game that we seen that we kept seeing that looked crazy with the chick and the teeth and all that other stuff? What's the name of that game? Hellblade 2 supposed to be using it. Hellblade 2 supposed to be using that.
Hellblade use Unreal.
Unreal
Use
Engine.
Unreal, but
Yeah, no, he was saying Unreal Engine 5 is supposed to be using that too. So,
I mean, in most games that's using Unreal Engine 4, 9 times out of 10, when they make a sequel, it's going to use Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it's better ported over that way 90% of the time.
So anyway. I mean, he did say he have other games that's using it also. So that we know nothing of that's working on it also. So I mean, so you might be right, Stu. It might be Unreal Engine 4, but he also said there was other games that's supposed to be using it that they got on the work that they're working on as we speak is using Unreal Engine.
I mean.
5. We know Gears of War 5
might
be using. I mean, Gears of War 6 might be using it. So we don't know.
Nah. Xbox, far as Gears and Halo, they use their own system, but just about all the rest of them shooters use an Unreal system.
No, on Gears use it.
They got
Gears showcase Unreal. They always showcase
Gears
Unreal.
always been on Unreal.
They every last Gear always use Unreal. So Unreal 6 might be one of the games he might have been talking about that's going to use. That's going to use Gear 6.
But think about the.
I'm talking about the actual system. I ain't talking about promote it. I'm talking about who actually you got to use their system in the game.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, they ended
I'm saying it's a lot of games. PlayStation can't. There's no way possible PlayStation could corner that market when.
No.
I can think of at least 20 games.
No, hell no.
But they will try to advertise like that's what they doing, and the fanboys want to make it look like that. But in reality,
that is exclusive. It's not. Yeah, and it's not.
Yeah, but see, all right. If they go, most of them games like that, if they using the Unreal Engine, that mean they multiplayer.
No.
They don't got to be multiplayer because Gears of War use it, and that's not multiplayer.
No, I said most, not all.
Oh yeah,
most, not all.
Yes.
Yeah. Most of them, you're right. Yeah, most of them.
Stu made this point here. Check this out. It made me throwing on this here. If like how you were saying, if Hellblade is using Unreal Engine 4, right? That's this new Hellblade that's coming out. If they're using Unreal Engine 4 and it's looking like that, just imagine when Unreal Engine 5.
Hold on, Chuck.
I think they gotta be Unreal Engine 5 because they look too good.
Hold on, Chuck. Wait a minute. Are we sure that Hellblade is not using Unreal Engine 5? Because we don't know when Hellblade is coming out. We don't know when that game is coming out. Yeah. We have no idea. So Hellblade could be using Unreal Engine 5. That's why I'm saying, like Gears, I think Gears might use Unreal Engine 5. It might. That's a big might. I'm saying
I mean,
it
yeah,
might,
but
but
see,
I'm just saying like
here,
you don't
they
know.
always use that Unreal Engine, didn't it? They use the Unreal
Yeah,
Engine. Yeah, and it's another engine company that I know Frostbite. I think they finna do it. They finna make a new engine. Well, I mean, no, they just made a new engine last year, but
Yeah, for
with EA,
Battlefield,
huh?
for Battlefield, for the new Battlefield.
Right, yeah. So I mean, I'm thinking like a lot of these engines they building now is gonna be equipped for like with what they call hooks for more like games that you put a base game and you can add stuff into the game and it, you know what I'm saying, like steady hook stuff onto the game. So I'm thinking more
My
engines is starting
mistaken,
to be more based to be compatible with that.
Mortal Kombat ran off Unreal System.
Yeah. MK do run on Unreal Engine, huh?
not only that, who else uses it? That Batman, the Batman games or whatever that been
The
made by
Arkham series,
Rocksteady. Yeah, that's
the
Unreal.
Arkham
The
series.
Bandai Namco game, Bandai
Yeah,
Namco
they use
game,
Unreal.
they ran off on Unreal. Yeah, like it's a lot of there's a lot of stuff ran off Unreal.
Yeah, but then it depends on
A
how
lot.
they may utilize it.
Different
You know what I'm
genres.
saying? So who knows what that is? That's a straight up adventure game. It remind me of Tomb Raider. So hey, it's a good looking game though. I give you that. But my thing is, what do you see what Microsoft do to it?
No,
Right.
it's not a game. It was not a game. It was a tech demo. Well, a lot of people don't understand that. Listen,
I thought that
it
was a
was
game that
That's
one
what
Sony was
they
working
did.
character.
I
on.
did hear that was a
I thought
tech
it was a
demo,
game
but
that they was
man, that would
working
have been a
on.
fire game.
No,
And
but
that's all
guess what?
it is.
They,
That
they,
demo. Damn. That's crazy.
yes, it's not a game. So they can turn up the graphics because it's one NPC, it's one character on stage walking, right? You don't have a lot of fighting taking place. So you can turn up the graphics and everything because it's only one character you have, right? It wasn't like a million character. And when even they show her face, the blackout around her, so they can concentrate. To me, when I look at that tech demo and I look at Hellblade, Hellblade is a better looking.
It
Is
is.
better looking.
It is.
Hellblade
Yeah.
2 is better looking. I went
I'm
back and I
just saying
watched
the way
both
they
of them
use it.
in 4K and I realized Hellblade is better looking. Look back at Hellblade and you'll realize shit, Hellblade is groundbreaking. But I think Hellblade is going to be 30 frames though. For
I
the
mean,
graphics that it has, it's going to be
yeah.
30.
I mean, but a game like that, 30 frames would not it to me is not a make or break for a game like that. Or venture game. I feel like 30
Mm.
frames, it could still do it justice because a game like that is more about the in-depth of the environment and the look and the feel of the game
Mm.
more than the frames per second. The frames per game like a first-person shooter, you need 60. You need 60. A
Yeah,
game
you
like
need
Tomb Raider,
60.
you could 30. I'll take 34K on Tomb Raider over 60 1080 on Tomb Raider.
Yeah. But you gotta realize, like, I mean, me and Lemon was having this conversation last night, and I always said it. I've been saying this. No game, all games do not need to be 60 frame per second. I'm sorry, it don't. It
Right.
just does not. It just don't need it. Like, why does it need that? Some games just don't need it. Only games needed is fast paced games and stuff like that. I can see your fighter, your sports game, some certain sports game or whatever, and shooters. All games don't need to utilize that for what?
Right.
That's
That's like baseball.
too much
Baseball
they
don't need
have
to
to
have 60 frames. It could run off
right,
30 frames and you won't miss a beat.
right. All games don't require that.
No,
So
because you used to watching even basketball games don't need to be 60 because they used to watching it on TV, and on
Yep.
TV it's 24 frames per second. When we watch TV and watch a game or a movie, it's 24 frames per second. It's
That's
not
why
60.
and that's why people don't much realize now certain games, 60 frames, even games that I say I wouldn't much think about, like let's say Forza. Forza, people say 120 frames is an advantage
Mm-mm.
over somebody with 60 frames. But me personally, I don't know. But a game like that, if you're a hardcore racer, I can understand it might be like round the curve, it might be a slight, a slight touch that you might be doing, and if it's missing, if it's skipping through the frames, you might need, I can see something like that, right? You know what I'm saying, for precision. Anything that got to be so precise, I can see that. But a game that's like you say, let's say even a game like Ori and the Blind Forest, even though it's a side scrolling, it's a beautiful game. In certain aspects, I feel like it don't need to be 60. It could have been 30. And that's just my personal opinion. Certain games just don't need it.
Agreed.
But yeah. So chaos to win MIA, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't see the tech demo, huh?
I don't know. I don't even know if he cared.
All right. The only thing I really want, I want 4K. That's what I don't want 1080p. I don't want 1440p. I want 4K. And the reason why I want 4K is because I invested in a 4K TV. That's why I want 4K. You understand? If I didn't invest in a 4K TV, I wouldn't want 4K. Why would I want 1080p now? Right?
Microsoft put 1080p to bed. Put them in the ground.
Right. I mean, like, to me, 4K right now is I got a 4K TV, but still certain stuff. I would love to have that cinematic view, but that's like a game that's supposed to be beautiful. That's when I gotta have that 4K. That's when it gotta be 4K. It gotta be a beautiful game, but a normal game that don't require precise movement. 30 frames is always cool. So a lot of people make that argument, and I always feel like that those are type of questions that the dev always should have in mind of what's best for the game. I mean, I'm cool with if it give you options, if it don't change the mechanic of the game. But I feel like if the devs say, okay, this game here could be 4K, but I think it's gonna slack if we drop it to 30 frames. I think it should stay 1440p or drop it down to 1080p and do 60 frames because this game need this here. But if it's a game that say, okay, well, it ain't gonna break the game. If you want a 4K 30 frames or you want 1080p 60 frames, you could choose. You know what I'm saying? If it don't break the game, I'm cool with that. But speaking about changing and breaking the games, man, y'all want to go ahead and change and break the game to this subject, this topic here that was one of us that was brought to us by the Flip Money himself. Hey, say Flip. When I see in the news, I heard about the cancellation of the Supergirl movie, but it was in the spite of Henry Cavill. The talk they saying about Henry Cavill is coming back as Superman. I mean, like, he is supposed to be Man of Steel 2, right? But they have a lot of people saying that the rumors is not true because it have not been signed and confirmed because he's in talks because he said he want more money, and the success he have on this Witcher show on Netflix, he actually deserved being able to play three different completely characters in a movie in the last 5 years that's iconic, and he played these roles as completely different people, and you really don't. When you're watching The Witcher, it's sometimes you look at him and say Superman, but you start getting immersed into the character and you start fading away from saying this Superman and start saying, okay, he's a better actor than what I thought, and you start seeing him as The Witcher, and he even sound like The Witcher. I don't know if that's actually him, but he sounds just like The Witcher. But so my question is, let's go ahead and hop to the guest, man. Say, Stu P, what you think about Henry Cavill coming back as Superman in the Man of Steel 2, and the fact of that's pushing out Supergirl with the SWJ?
My problem with the Man of Steel 2, my problem is that the best Disney movie that have been made in the best DC movie, that has been made in the last couple of years to me is the Joker and Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn wasn't as good as the Joker. But they need good writers. He's a good actor. I need a good story. That's my problem with Superman. I need a gritty, dark story for Superman. I do not want the powder puff. You cannot follow the Avengers script.
Yeah, that's why they're doing a Man of Steel 2. What you thought about the first Man of Steel?
Willie, It wasn't dark enough. Will this
Man,
one be dark?
Superman broke his neck. That wasn't
Will it be
dark.
dark?
Superman took his head and said,
Yeah, man, it wasn't. All right.
that,
Was it as dark as Dark Knight? Was it as dark as Batman?
that's not
As
fair.
any of the
That's not
Batman?
fair.
As
That's
any,
not fair. That's
Batman,
not fair, sir.
Batman was darker than Superman on the Red Sun movie. Some people don't even know Batman was so dark. People think about now. This is gonna be y'all want to hear an Easter egg that might blow some people's mind. If y'all really pay attention to that movie, Batman raped Wonder Woman. But continue your whole thoughts about how Superman should be dark
no,
as Batman.
no. The reason why DC do better with dark movies. The darker the movie, the better the story, the better the movie.
Right,
Think
right.
about it. Batman dark and it's a better movie. Joker dark and it's a better movie. Right? Harley Quinn,
Yeah,
a better movie. If Suicide
yeah,
Squad was a little bit darker, it would have been a better movie.
Savage,
DC do
please,
better dark
Savage,
movies.
please cut him off, Savage. This going long enough. Savage, please help this man out, please.
Oh, well,
All right.
Avengers, we cannot follow
The Joker movie wasn't under DC, so that didn't count in the DCEU. And the Harley Quinn movie,
but it was a DC
it was
character.
okay. Yeah, it was DC character, but I mean, it ain't
Right.
part of the universe, so
Not
it
part of
kind
the
of don't matter.
universe. Yeah, it's
And then on top of that, Aquaman was a better movie than that Harley Quinn shit.
Yeah, Aquaman was a better movie.
a better
Aquaman
race.
was dark too.
Aquaman was
Aquaman
dark
is
to you.
dark. Think about it.
What do you mean by
Aquaman is
dark?
slightly dark.
I need to understand. What do you mean by dark?
All right. Dark means a
His mouth was
gritty
cheating on
story.
her.
A gritty story. Not the powder puff, not a powder puff story like Deadpool story. A gritty story with a real good storyline. Something that you can go in and say, you know that
Something
any of these
realistic.
characters could be.
Something grounded.
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
grounded. Not a powder puff movie. Something with a real gritty story that show the vulnerability of the superhero. Showing him go through something. Show that this guy will cut somebody's neck off. It is not this last Boy Scout. Superman cannot be a good movie because Superman is a Boy Scout. Right?
I mean, that is true, but it just depends on how they present Superman on the Man of Steel too. Because they have ways and the way they try, because they talk, they don't want Superman.
Hey, I just
right
want
now,
to say,
I
I
guarantee
just want to
man,
tell you that
Yeah,
Superman
okay,
can
yeah.
get dark.
They
They can get dark if they want. If they really wanted to, they can get dark with Superman.
man, I don't think they get no darker than what they did on Man
I mean,
of Steel. It was dark.
I done been through a lot of comic books where Superman had just snapped and
Did
started
some fucked
killing
up
people.
shit.
So
Thank
He
you.
did-
Thank
he did
you.
some fucked up
Thank
shit.
it can't
you.
get dark.
What they
Superman did
showed
some
in the
fucked up
movie
shit.
so far,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. You know,
yes.
you know what I wish? But one last thing, you know what I wish? I wish the Joker got to Smallville and kill Lois Lane.
Huh?
Like Injustice.
Cut her to pieces. Cut her to pieces.
So he won the
Rape her.
injustice too.
Cut her to pieces.
Yeah, he won the Justice
And-
story like that.
And
Yeah.
turn Superman in a lunatic.
Actually, if
Send
I'm not
the video
wrong,
to
in
Superman.
Injustice, he made Superman kill her.
Shit, didn't Superman kill
Yeah.
Shazam? I don't know how
Yeah.
that happened, but
Yeah,
didn't that
he
happen?
did. Yeah, he killed her. He killed him.
I don't know. I just felt like that was miswriting because I don't think that could be possible like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can.
He can. His mind was controlled before, and he did it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking about we're killing
He talking
Shazam.
about Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, see, this is the problem that people don't understand. Superman's greatest weakness ain't just kryptonite or something like that, or this and that. Superman's greatest weakness is because he cared. They said it so many times. If Superman was to cut loose, Why you think Batman? Why you think as time went on, they changed the story with Batman and Superman being the bestest friend? I mean, they still buddy buddy, but why you think they changed some of the storylines in different comic books? Like Batman, like I don't know about that. That's what that Superman and Batman when they messed up with the Batman versus Superman. That was the Batman who didn't trust Superman like that because Batman knew if you could control Superman, he would be an unstoppable weapon. Why do you think Darkseid wanted Superman to control Superman? Why you think he was trying to control Supergirl? Because he know done with the right stuff and they turn Superman evil, you can't stop him.
Right. Hey,
What's his face tried in the movie? Trigon took over Superman. He didn't want Constantine. He took over Superman.
Yeah, did you see what happened when he took over? Like when he took over Superman's body? That's what I'm saying. Like, no, he's a weapon. He's a weapon of mass destruction that you do not want. You don't want because he don't use his full potential. That's the thing I keep telling people. Superman is not using his full potential. He used
just enough. He used just enough.
Hold back.
And that's what they should have did with Batman versus Superman. They should have played on that.
Let me give you a scenario. What you think people would do if they see Superman cut loose, kill somebody and stuff like that? We all see that in Injustice or whatever. You see what happened? People will be feared. They will be scared.
He put his hand through Joker like paper.
Listen here, people will be scared. So they great hope, they great light of hope of making things better. That would scare people, and he knows that. That's what I'm saying.
Wouldn't it be a better movie than after Superman did that shit?
See,
let me say, after Superman did something shitty, then the road to redemption, the road to bring him back on the good side.
Yeah, okay.
It was something shitty. Nobody don't mind control him. But something shitty happened, that something traumatic happened that caused him to break, and then how they bring him back to show that although he is not human, still
I know where you're going with that, Stu, though. But they did that a couple times in the comic, but you got to realize people would not look at you as the same. That's what I'm saying.
But
that right there,
that's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need.
But they not going to. It's bad enough. See, this is the thing that they did. They did in Superman versus Batman, and the Man of Steel that made a lot of sense. Some people like, yeah, he's all right, and a lot of people like, wait a minute, start thinking like, yo, this dude can really do some damage to us. You know what I'm saying? But you're not you. The problem with that movie, whatever that they were showing, whatever they really never show no glimpse of hope in the movie. So you can't make a Superman movie like that. It won't work. It would be like, wait a minute, this dude is going. No one would trust him. The story wouldn't make sense. People would not. Let's be honest. Honestly, if something was to go down like that, no one would trust that person like that. That whole trust would be different. Even if he did with the redemption stuff. You can't tell me like you go out there, you do this and this. Even today with people that okay, if you want to use real scenario, even today with cats out there that used to do this and this, so forth. They used to be out there ripping and running in the street, doing all kinds of shit out there, thug type shit. And
I didn't even understand how Supergirl did it.
And they redeem themselves. People still don't trust them. So you gotta look at a person that's a god. Ain't nobody gonna be doing that.
Look, what I'm saying is that give Superman the Dark Vader story. The same story give Anakin Skywalker. And Anakin turned bad for a while, and then he redeemed himself and then
he turned bad for a while. He was bad for years. He was bad for years.
Who wouldn't make
but he did. Okay, but Stu, you can't use that.
We turn that in a trilogy. You make a trilogy like that. You turn that in a trilogy. The first movie, something go bad, and then Superman get bad in the second movie, and Batman them devise a way, and somebody come. The
only way that Superman will be able to redeem himself is if they did another Flashpoint to where it would never happen in the first place. That'd be the only. Yeah.
That's the only way that would work.
To this day, I still don't understand how they were able to redeem Supergirl after she went bad in season 1 or 2. When she turned around, she had contact in that red kryptonite and started doing stuff, doing terrible things. I still don't get how she was able to redeem herself so quickly.
Yeah. Don't work like that.
They
That's
sent
what
her
I'm saying.
Apocalypse.
It don't.
You said a who and what?
They sent her to Apocalypse.
Hell, Stu, to give you a comparison, in that Apocalypse movie, you seen people being mad at Superman, and he didn't do anything bad. He just fell in the mission and kind of got everybody killed. What if you think what will happen if he actually turned evil and started killing everybody with his own hands?
I won't even comment on that. I won't even comment on that movie because that.
What did Batman say?
Hold on.
But let me tell you what Batman said. What he
They
always says.
They already made that movie. It's called Brightburn.
Yup.
Yeah.
All Brightburn.
That's the origins of Bizarro. That's the origins of Bizarro.
Brightburn. That's all that is. That's exactly what they did. Because they were talking about how did they get away with that. They said, how did you get away with that movie? And we know it's Superman. He was like, nah, well, what it was, he said, no, we ain't really had no problems or whatever. The directors and producers them, like, we ain't really had no problem with DC. Because that's all that is. All Brightburn is the exact same story. Somehow, some way, they got away with it. DC don't care, and it kept moving. Because DC could have sued them for that. Because that's nothing but Superman. And they already did a Superman joint like that when Superman grew up like that. So, they got away with it. They did it. And I'm happy. I like that movie.
My problem with Superman is that Superman is a god. We don't want to believe it or not. Superman is a mythological creature. Is a god. Him have godlike powers. Him don't need to eat.
Yeah, that statement right there became.
Him don't need to sleep.
A huge situation.
Yup. Yup.
Right. Superman is white mythology. I don't really like Superman because when I figured out that he was white mythology, I never liked him.
They kept saying Superman. They kept saying Superman was a god, and people on Earth were saying Superman was a god and all that. Yeah, the new gods and the old gods came down to kill Superman.
Yeah, no, because Superman is a god.
Zeus made
about him.
And he's not.
To be honest,
he's not.
To be honest, Flash is more of a god than Superman. To be honest, anybody can change the course of history.
Shazam more of a god than Flash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, look. Yeah. You know why Superman is more a god than any of them? Think about it this way.
Wonder Woman.
Zeus is confined to the earth.
Wonder Woman a demigod.
Yeah.
Superman not confined to the earth.
You get around that right sun, he be like, "Oh shit."
He not the only one. All right,
the wrong sun.
If you want to put it like that, Hawk man and Hawk girl gods.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
Marvin
Hawkman and Hawk girl don't have the powers of Superman have.
The Martian Manhunter, like.
No, but they don't have the power that Superman have.
Like. The Manhunter can control Superman.
Look, no earthly weapon can hurt Superman. The only
not a lot of earthly weapons can hurt a lot of people in the Justice League.
No, magic.
Listen.
No earthly weapon.
Magic.
Firestarter.
Magic is an earthly weapon.
No.
Is it?
No earthly weapon hurt Superman.
Superman
come from the heavens.
I don't see magic come from somewhere. I don't see magic as an earthly weapon.
What
magic all magic is based off of godlike powers, godlike abilities and stuff. That's all something about gods, demons, and stuff like that, casting spells and stuff like that.
Well, basically, that's what they was getting at with, and they was talking to Batman when they told him he was the only one in that whole group that was insane, because he was the only regular person running around with people with godlike powers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're right. There was. that still stays true.
Constantine know how to do magic.
Yeah.
Constantine,
and stuff.
That's different. But Batman
No,
fight
but
like he fist fighting. He using gadgets. He using his brain. He ain't got no powers
no, because
until
Batman is
he
a
until he
no,
invent
no,
that
no.
super serum.
That goes to show
Batman is
you.
an anti-god. Batman is an atheist. If you think about
Said
it,
Batman's an
Batman,
anti-god.
Ain't no
yes,
anti-god. Anti-god
Yeah,
got powers. He don't got none.
exactly.
no, no,
Anti-god
no.
got
Think about
powers
it. No,
too.
no. Batman. When I say anti-god, I'm not meaning to the up. What
He's a
Batman
god
is,
killer. Batman like a god killer.
right? Is a god killer. Batman is a man who don't believe in God, so don't give gods any power, right? So Batman power come from him own ability, him ability to generate wealth. Batman power come from himself. Batman buys his power. Batman is an anti-god in the sense where him don't get gifted with
I
power.
wouldn't really say
He
that.
created he created his own powers. Think about it. Batman is
That's like
like
Spider-Man doing his
up on
own web. So you got to
no
think about it. Might be true. Like think about it like that way. I mean, Spider-Man don't make
right
it. I mean,
Batman.
ain't no powers. His web. He
Hold on,
uses
hold on. See,
Yeah, but he
this
still
is
got
where
super strength,
this
spider
yeah, but
sense.
see, this is the thing y'all keep getting mixed up. Batman is nothing
Hmm.
more than a great detective. That's all.
Exactly.
That's it.
A ninja mixed with a detective,
No,
basically.
Yup.
that is not
He's a
Batman
he.
power.
Batman ability is being like Sherlock Holmes. They compare Batman to the modern day Sherlock Holmes. That's
I
what
would
Yeah,
say
but
And
Batman
that's
Sherlock
is.
still
Holmes
not
was a
Batman
ninja.
power.
his utility
That's still
belt.
not Batman power. That's
His
still not
utility
Batman
belt.
power. Batman
Yes, that
power
is.
is that no
So you
Batman
telling
and
me him
power is
having
that
strength?
is
Hold on. That is his power. You know, that ain't
no
his power,
Hey,
but
Stu,
that's his
man.
greatest. That's his greatest strength. You talking about like this? You talking about a dude
no
who had a contingency plan to take down everybody in the Justice League?
Hmm.
because Batman is the greatest skeptic. Batman question everything.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
gave you
Batman
that.
power.
He is. I give you that.
Him
He
is the
is the
greatest
greatest
skeptic.
skeptic.
Hmm.
He is. That's what I'm
Him
saying.
question everything. So if Batman can look on a god like Superman and
But
say,
he ain't got
I
no
can
powers, though.
take no,
Yeah, but he don't got no
that is
power.
in power. That is in power. When can look
Stu,
on
you
a
almost
god
sounding
like
as crazy as Lemon, bruh. You almost sounding as crazy
no.
as Lemon.
Think about it. Think about it. Batman can look at Superman. If Batman
I know
without
who is
no
better than
power
Batman. I
can
know who's
look,
more. I know
can
who's
look at
more
Superman
smarter. I
and
know who's more
say,
smarter than
I
Batman.
can beat you.
Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is a diabolical
Hmm.
genius. Yes, Lex Luthor is
Him not.
way. Yes. Lex Luthor
No,
is a
because guess
diabolical
what?
genius. Yes,
Guess what?
yes,
Let's
he is.
guess,
You
guess
do
what? Lex is
understand.
Honestly,
not
You
better than
hold on,
Batman.
Let me tell you. No. You do understand. Lex Luthor is one of Superman's greatest villains. You do know Lex Luthor originally was a scientist, and
Yes,
he's
but
still
guess what
like,
with Lex
and he's
Luthor?
still like,
Different
and
from
he's
Batman.
still like that. He's still like that in a comic. Like Lex Luthor is a
No,
genius.
but
That
guess
right there you cannot take from that man. He
guess
is a
what?
genius.
hmm,
He's a genius.
But
Now,
guess
if you're gonna say if anybody could come up with magic or reverse engineering any type of stuff, any type of magic and all that other stuff like that, Batman don't do that. Lex Luthor do. Lex
no,
Luthor got
because
abilities and stuff on it.
Batman
yes,
doesn't even
Batman
make all of his.
people to make
but
his
the thing
stuff.
about
Batman
it
didn't
is
even
that
make all of his gadgets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Batman got
Batman
to
didn't
do.
make that. Batman
Yeah,
uses his company to get that. That's how Batman got
exactly.
that. Batman is a
He
great
makes some of
detective.
yeah.
them, yeah.
No,
That's
but listen.
it. If
The difference between remember,
that's going pure intelligent
the
wise,
difference
like
between all right, yeah, but the difference between Batman and Lex is that Lex want power. Batman use power.
you
That's a
talking about Lex
total
Luthor
two
do
different
too?
things.
No, Lex
Batman
Luthor
would
do too
use
on
no Batman
Lex
would no.
Luthor.
Yeah, Stu
Lex
is right.
Luthor
I
want the
understand.
power. Lex Luthor would
Superman.
love the power
Yeah,
of Superman. Batman don't want
Honestly,
Superman power. Batman don't
uh,
want any power. Batman will use power to defeat. Batman don't want anybody power.
honestly,
No,
you would have a better
Batman don't
time
want
of
the power.
convincing me that Iron Man has superpowers before you tell me that Batman has a superpower.
Yeah.
Batman don't have any superpower. But I never said Batman and superpower. What I'm saying
is
Batman.
You did say
Superman. It's
you
Superman.
did.
I did not say about superpower. I said if Superman is God, Batman is an atheist. Batman don't believe in gods.
Yeah, we got
and
this
because
man. We got this man reneging.
Anything
he did say Batman.
I'm not reneging.
He's a God killer. Batman was the God killer.
He's a God killer.
He did say Batman had superpowers though.
I did not say that.
Batman never really
I did not say that.
Said he didn't. He never said he didn't believe in gods. He said he didn't like aliens.
Yep. Never said
anything that's a threat to the earth. Batman, he don't like.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something.
Batman movies, all about my movies.
Hold on.
You ever see a cross in a Batman movie?
Hold on, Stu. Let me.
In a Batman house?
No. Hold on, Stu. Let me share stuff with you because it seems like you're getting a little confused with it. With Lex Luthor and Batman, as we were saying, Lex Luthor and Batman. Lex Luthor, hand down, is more smart. Is still a scientist and everything than Batman. As I said, Batman is a great detective. That's it. Batman never said that he didn't like gods or anything like that. Batman looked at Superman like that because he knows Superman can be controlled. As time goes on, Superman learned how to do Kryptonian martial art, Kryptonian mind control. He dissed Superman. He don't know how to do nothing. He weak against that. So if you can control a person like that, to Batman, that's a threat. Because if he can be controlled, then he's a weapon. That's how Batman sees Superman, as a weapon if someone control him. You know what I'm saying? Lex Luthor, Lex Luthor is power crazy. Lex Luthor don't trust Alien either. He don't. Lex Luthor look at it like this is what Lex Luthor see. Lex Luthor said, "Why should we look up to an alien when we can just look up to a man and do all that?" You know what I'm saying? That's how Lex Luthor look at that. Batman don't look at on Superman like that as because he a god and he powerful. He just look at him like, hold on, Clark was controlled before. That's what we trying to tell you. Wonder Woman was getting her ass whipped. Batman had to snap Clark out of. He had to call him by his Clark. He was like, "Yo, Kal-El, you got to wake up. Wonder Woman's about to die." And this by a being that got power. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't understand. If Superman let loose or whatever, magic is not going to stop that dude. It's been too many times where he overcame that stuff when he been controlled. That's what we trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you mean by you can look at Superman as a guy. Yeah, you can, but that's not Superman 1 million yet. He's not that dude yet. Right now, Superman is nothing more. You have to look at him nothing more as a weapon, a dangerous weapon. Even Darkseid, and Darkseid is the new god. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you gotta pay attention, look at the whole picture, and start reading more of some of them comic books.
Look. If you look at the depiction of Superman in the movie, and even how them draw it, and even how them Superman was the first hero to fly that way, vertically with the neck hold up, because nobody can hold up them neck at that angle for any period of time. If you look at how they draw Superman flying, with his neck almost at 90 degrees.
What's Superman flying have to do with anything?
I have no idea where this is going.
No, let me explain.
Pulling the tax on this man.
And you see it on the movies too, like that.
How they depict him, how they depict Superman as a character from day one, right? Superman has nothing in common with man. Clark Kent is Superman costume. That's what people don't understand.
No, we know that. We all know that. Everybody on this panel know that.
Yeah.
Right? It's not. Superman is Clark Kent. Clark Kent is Superman costume. Right?
Right.
Is a total opposite from every other hero. Right? Where he pretends to be something that he's totally not.
Wonder Woman like that too.
With man.
Wonder Woman like that too.
Yes,
but hold on, here's my thing though.
Wonder Woman also.
What point are you trying to make now?
That's what I'm trying to get at. We're going with
because I'm still not trying to get what type of point you're trying to make.
The point is that Superman has always been a god. Whether you want to be Superman 1 million or Superman 1, he has always been a god. Not
All right,
because
Chuck,
the
try to go
word
to another
man is
topic.
attached to the name.
Yeah, because he done lost it. We went from
You gotta go
Batman
to
having
No,
superpowers
Superman
to
is not a
Superman
man.
for the way a Superman
I
yeah,
mean,
we
I,
they
have
did
I
yeah,
did
they
not.
did portray
I
Superman as
did
a
not
god
say
in
Batman
the
has
movie.
superpowers.
Yeah, they
yeah, he,
portrayed him as a god,
They
but
don't
but,
have
they-
to. They
but
don't have
yeah,
to.
they
they just
do.
got. But in DC, they always got somebody to one up, so they got bigger gods over gods and more level of gods like the infinities, and they got this has got a whole bunch of people. But
Yeah.
speaking about a whole bunch of people, I was gonna ask y'all who y'all think do y'all think that Batman could kill Dr. Manhattan, but we're gonna go ahead and get past that one. And
No.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be another
Nope.
2 hour controversy.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah, we're
can't.
gonna have to. Yeah,
yeah, well, I say I'm gonna leave that one alone.
No, you
I'm gonna leave that
can't.
alone 'cause-
yeah, we're gonna have to leave it alone.
all right, but since y'all know that Henry Cavill, so we talked about Henry Cavill Superman is supposed to be coming back. We have Wonder Woman. You know she's not going nowhere. You got Jason Momoa, Aquaman, and you got Cyborg, and what's his name? They're supposed to be playing the Flash. She might be coming back. Supposed to be. I can't say Wily West Flash, but
Yeah, he is. He coming back. All
all
them
right,
other characters been confirmed. They not. They was never going nowhere.
okay, cool. And
I'm sorry. That's what I meant to tell you. Oh, I'm sorry. Not to cut you off. What it was, I'm sorry. What it was, it was saying that the next Superman 2 movie, they're trying to get the script together. That's what it is. So you ain't gonna see one for a while because they're trying to get the script together for Superman. So Henry Cavill had plenty of time to do other stuff until they get the script together for Superman 2. Go ahead.
okay, hey, which one? So with the Superman 2, well,
Yeah.
you know, they green lighting the Superman 2 over the Supergirl movie. Do you think that's a good move? Yay or nay?
I
Are you
mean,
ready, are you ready the Supergirl movie over the Man of Steel 2?
I would rather
I
see the
mean,
Man of Steel 2 movie before you just jump to
honestly,
Supergirl.
honestly, I'd just say which one is better. As long as none of them
Yeah.
get rushed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want
Take your
them to
time with
get.
it.
Yeah, because if they trying to push one over the other, and the first one ends up being, rushed, and you can see it in the movie, then like why?
But with continuity, I mean, to me, I think it'd be better if they did a Man of Steel 2, and in the Man of Steel 2, they
She's
introduce,
Supergirl.
yes,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, that
That's
would make
nice.
sense.
that's
But
how
okay.
yeah. So what
But
I
about you?
will say this.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, go ahead. Say what you about to say, Cal.
oh, I was about to say, but I will say this, and it also depends how they introduce Supergirl too. On top of that, because they can introduce her to be like, oh, okay, I see why they didn't introduce her with Man of Steel too, because they did this, so they may have some up their sleeve.
Right,
Yeah,
give
they
us
got
a
to
Black
reach.
Panther, Aquaman treatment, like introducing another movie first, then give her her solo origin movie.
Yeah, yeah. I would rather them. We always have said this before. There's nothing wrong with having other character cameo, and right
Mm-hmm.
there, as you were saying, as I wrote down, a cameo of superhero who gonna pop in first, like who's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
and any of these movies that's coming out, whether it's Man of Steel 2 or Wonder Woman 3, Cyborg, The Flash, Aquaman 2. Who's going to be in there? Who's going to be in that cameo? Like it's going to be some. I mean, because Wonder Woman is already got a cameo. Somebody already going to be in the Wonder Woman 3 cameo. We don't know who.
Oh, to my Wonder Woman 2,
No, 3.
3. We don't even know
3.
who's gonna be in 2.
It ain't gonna be no one in 3. The director, she said it. She said she
Oh,
wanted her to shine. She wanted her to shine again. She wanted her to shine by herself again. And they don't know who see she want a cameo in there. She said she want a cameo in Wonder Woman 3 before they do another Justice League. And we don't know who.
who a cameo in Wonder Woman 3?
Yeah, we don't know who. She never said
Honestly,
who. She don't know
Honestly, this
who.
sounds like a big mess. That's what this is starting to sound like. It's starting to sound like a big scrambled fucking mess. That's gonna like
No, not
turn
really, because
around.
Wonder Woman 2 is already made.
No, I ain't talking about just Wonder Woman. I'm just talking about the whole, everything, like the whole universe and whole.
Yeah, cause no Wonder Woman 3, she will instead of just a cameo flip, what I'm thinking more like Wonder Woman 3 is gonna be DC's get
Reboot.
not a reboot, but a re-opportunity to have their own version of a Civil War. And to do it in a Wonder Woman 3, I would think that'll go more perfect because think about it. She would be more of the let's be honest, she'll be more of the middle person, I see clearly what's going on. You Batman wrong on this side, Superman, you wrong on this side. Wonder Woman is the person in the middle.
You know what? I'm gonna have to disagree with you, and this is the reason why.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is DC's way to really connect into the female side of their fans. So
right.
For them to do that, it would kind of take away from what they're trying to push with Wonder Woman.
No. Check this out, Chaos. Let me put the icing on this cake. You remember watching Red Sun, right? And when he had Superman and who he was fighting, and he was Lex Luthor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was Lex Luthor, and then how Wonder Woman came and she was the person in between the both of them.
Yeah,
more of that dynamic, but like in her own movie. And on a side note, you have Batman and Superman is a conflict between them two. Like Batman not trusting Superman, and Superman is like, you know what I'm saying, looking at Batman like, you're gonna do something behind the back. I know, what I'm saying, I can't trust you because I know you probably got some kryptonite, and you know that back and forth, that dynamic.
They can't, Chuck. I know where you're going. They can't. Because they already did it. They already did it. Batman versus Superman. They already did it. So it wouldn't work.
You might as well just make that a Batman versus Superman too.
Yeah, it won't work. They already done tried that. They tried that.
That's why I said they need a redo. A redo would be good in a Wonder Woman.
But that's
it
wouldn't make
sense.
It wouldn't make sense to try to do it again. Fans would get mad like, okay, we already done seen this. No one wants to see a redo of something that didn't work the first time.
And then
it ain't going to work the second time. People will get mad at that.
But people will get pissed that if they but people would also get pissed that they would make Batman and Superman kind of a more of a focal point in the Wonder Woman movie.
No. He's not talking about Superman and Batman in that. He's talking about, oh hell, I got.
Yeah, look, in Wonder Woman 3, supposed to be set in the prison. What I'm saying with Batman and Superman.
Yeah, it is gonna be in a prison.
Not like how it was in Batman versus Superman. Like, I'm Batman, I'm Superman. Get in my way, I will kill you. I'm coming to will you bleed? No, I ain't talking about that. That sounded dumb writing. I'm talking about some in depth in the Wonder Woman movie. They got Superman and Batman. They not the stars of this movie, but it's set in the present day. So they gotta have it like, what are they? Everybody else doing. So I would expect everybody to kind of like be in and out of her movie. And I want the dynamic between Superman and Batman to have that distrust, more or less, that and build off of that. So after a couple of movies of seeing Batman and Superman on Wonder Woman movie, now you got the next Shazam movie. That Superman, the Shazam movie or Black Adam movie that come out, and you might have Superman guest appearing in there, but you still have that, and instead push that dynamic of Superman and Batman don't trust each other, and then they roll Batman versus.
That's what we thought. Hold on, Chuck. That's what we talking about. They did that. That's not going to work. That's when you doing it again. No, that's not going to work. They already did that, and it didn't even make sense why he didn't like it.
Versus Superman, but the only thing about the Batman versus Superman, it was rushed and it wasn't done right. But I get what you're saying. Then what
it's not going to work.
They gonna have them being just friends? You would just want to see.
They already did. They got to. They got to now. It didn't work the first time, so they got to now. And if you try to do it again, people going to get mad. There's no need to try to do something again.
Think about every Justice League movie you'd have seen. Somewhere down the line in the movie, Batman and Superman don't, they kind of go at each other a little bit.
Like, to be honest, I get your idea, but it just seems like if it doesn't feel one way, it will feel another way. is just doomed to fail, no matter what.
Yeah,
no matter
right.
what you
Don't
try.
do it. Leave it alone. Step away. That's the problem with the movie they had now. That's why they stepping away from that. No, step away. You can go back. You can go back to the old ways of Batman and Superman being buddies again. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, okay. So what about this one then? Who y'all think would y'all like to see in a team up movie together? Like me personally, I went back and I seen the Justice League, and I love that dynamic between Flash and Cyborg. It's like I could watch a team up movie with those two, but then they have other characters that I would like to see, like Wonder Woman, Aquaman. You know, just the dynamic of a movie with those two in a team up movie that, you know what I'm saying, is kind of Justice League central, but more focused on that she's an Amazonian and he is from Atlantis, and they have some type of you know what I'm saying, conflict where they have to get where they trying to keep their people from going into an all-out war with each other. You know, I can see a movie with those two, just Cyborg and Flash, because the way the Flash act and the way Cyborg be like, you know,
to be honest with you, that's what they should have did in the beginning. That's what they should have did in the beginning. Instead of that Batman versus Superman bullshit, how they did that, they should have did that. It should have been them too. It should have been right, because it should have been them too.
Like they should have started off with Flashpoint.
Yeah.
That would get an alternate universe, so critics wouldn't be like, it's supposed to be like this and it's supposed to be like that. If you take it straight into a Flashpoint universe, I understand.
Hey, but from what I was hearing though, on a good note of this situation, that this new Batman that, you know, everybody's seeing that he ain't gonna be the biggest Batman, but from what they trying to say, it's gonna be year one, and they pushed it back to October. And from what I'm hearing, the material that they pulling from is off of a Halloween story. So I want to know, Savage, what do you think about this? That they're gonna be drafting a lot of the Batman from I think it's called some Halloween or Dark Halloween or I'm trying to think of that. I know the comics. It was a Batman comic when it was about the night in Halloween.
The Darkest Night.
I don't know the Darkest Night. It was something.
It couldn't have been that. It couldn't have been that because they had more to do with the Green Lantern than Batman.
No, it wasn't the Darkest Night. I had to remember what was the name of that the comic line, but it's supposed to be based in the whole thing gonna be based for during the month of Halloween in October. So by it coming out to being, do y'all think that's gonna be a good move for the actual reboot of the Batman movie to say they going dark, because this Joker from off of the Joker movie, and they trying to tie this universe into with this Batman with his age and stuff. So do y'all think putting out Batman next year?
I thought they said they wasn't tying it in. I thought they said they was giving us a trial to see if it's a good Batman movie, to see whether they want to tie it in. Because this is supposed to be separately. This Batman movie. I think they said they wanted to see if it works. Like if people likes it, then if people like this dude as Batman, they gonna tie him in. If they don't, they gonna get him out of there. If they
like the Transformer movie.
Right, they trying to see if how good he is. Like if they like whatchamacallit as Batman, if the fans like him, then they gonna keep it pushing. If they don't, then they just gonna keep it separate. It's like a trial run. That's what I thought they said it was doing. Cause I don't think that they should just throw him in there, and he's not good. You know what I'm saying, cause this Batman is in the past.
Honestly, I think I feel like they need to find a solid Batman and build the Bat family.
Might as well. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Go through the whole. I'm just saying, if they gonna do the side piece like that, let's go through the saga of what happened with Batman and the Joker. You know what I'm saying? And Jason, how we end up with the Red Hood and all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, it's based on a long Halloween storyline.
I'm tired of the reboots.
Yeah, me too. That
Hey,
shit
what?
is annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Hey, the
What
Batman is gonna be
movies in a
based off the
reboot?
long
New
Halloween.
Batman movie,
Yeah.
man, it don't matter. It's still gonna be a reboot.
Yep.
Yeah, you right. It's gonna be a reboot, but I'm thinking I'm hoping they're gonna go reboot like how they did Spider-Man. You know how they rebooted Spider-Man for this third
Yeah,
time?
DC, not Marvel.
They rebooted Spider-Man because Marvel has because he was in the MCU. That's why they got away with that. They can't do that now. If it was Spider-Man by itself, dude, they got bored. I got tired of it. Okay, why we keep rebooting these characters again? Like, stop. Get somebody that's gonna be number one when you messed up. You should have never made Batman that old. You should have never did that with Ben Affleck. You should never even went there when him and Batman was fighting because he really ain't had nothing really to be mad at Batman. To be honest with you, I mean, Superman. To be honest with you, he really
Right.
didn't. That ain't his fucking. That wasn't his fault. That's what
Ben
I'm saying.
Affleck
Like,
was
they
a
gotta-
bad Batman.
I'm saying I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah, Batfleck was pretty good.
He was all right. It's just that I just didn't like the fact that they was doing how
The
they kept.
age. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
like the
the age
age.
thing
Yeah, the
makes
age
no
didn't never
sense.
rub me right.
Like, yo, why are you doing that? Like, why would you do that? Make him that old and Superman just got there.
Yeah, that didn't even seem right.
Yeah, like, come on. No, they all should have been around the right age. And now they're getting somebody that is around Henry Cavill age to play as Batman. It's just a simple fact is how good would this dude do? How
Exactly.
good
Then to add on to what, go ahead.
Would it be
No,
another
go
Joker?
ahead.
No, I was about to say. Then to add on to what Savage said, you said this was going to be a trial to see if they like it or not. So if people don't like this, and what do you think we get next? What type of Batman you think we get next?
Yep.
Another damn reboot.
Stu
So
P,
it's like,
do you know who playing Batman, Stu P?
Hey, Marlon Wayne.
The new Batman?
Yeah, the new Batman.
Who
You see
played
who
Batman?
playing Batman?
Twilight.
The dude that played on the vampire movie, the light up vampire movie that glows in the dark, and the dude that in Harry Potter, the same dude. Matter of fact, you seen Harry Potter? You seen Harry Potter 4, right? The
Which one of them?
the Goblet of Fire, right? Remember the boy that died, Cedric that died, and Harry Potter, the dude that died. When they went in there and he on Voldemort had killed the young boy.
Yeah.
The boy was crying, talking about my son.
Is Batman?
Yeah, that's him. He's the one that's playing Batman. The boy that got killed. Yeah. Sink your teeth in that. Yeah,
No, they're telling that DC not ready yet. DC not ready yet. You need to spend money and get a good Batman. Get a good Batman.
Honestly, I ain't gonna doubt that Batman until I see him in the movie.
Right. I'm with you, K.I.
Stu,
right.
I understand and I agree with you. I understand and I agree with you. But most of these actors, they ain't even trying to. I mean, if they can pick up a DC role, cool. But they going for Marvel roles. Like a lot of these actors, they going for Marvel roles and Star Trek roles. I mean, Star Wars.
Look, the great Batman was played by great actors. Right? Michael Keaton, when he played Batman, he was already
he in a Marvel movie now.
Great.
And now he in the Marvel movie.
Hey, Savage, stop it, Savage. Don't start your fuckery.
Right.
Stop that.
Right?
You know that's real dirty.
Now keep going. Keep going. We need to spread the light. We need to spread the light.
Hold on. My boy from Jack Nicholson. No.
You know he can't play Batman no more unless it's Batman Beyond.
Right? No, I said no, but I'm saying that actors who have played Batman in the past, even Val Kilmer, when he played Batman, right?
Please don't say it. Please don't.
He was an established actor, right?
Right.
Right. This dude not ready for Batman yet.
You don't think so?
Yeah, he was, because that was after Tombstone.
I don't know.
I say he
Yes.
was because that was after Tombstone.
No, not that.
That's
Not
what I
that,
said.
Savage.
Val
Not that.
Kilmer.
Not that.
No,
Not
the
that.
one now.
I'm just
The
saying.
one now.
I'm just saying. I'm
No,
talking
the one now.
now.
The new dude. The new
hold
dude
on,
not
Stu.
ready now. The new dude not
Hold on,
ready.
Stu. Hold
Every
on, Stu.
Batman has always been.
Hey, Stu.
Right.
Stu. You can't say that. Why? Who the hell thought Mr. Mind would be Batman? Michael Keaton played Batman. No one knew that this dude can play that. Remember, Michael Keaton was a comedian. Did a lot of comedy. Mr. Mom. Who would have thought Mr. Mom?
That's what they no. That's what they went for in that Batman. That's what they went for in that Batman when Jack Nicholson was a Joker. They went for a more stylized version of the TV show. That Batman is a more stylized version of the Batman TV show. The acting of the Joker.
I don't give a damn what nobody say. That was the best Batman.
Which one?
Michael Keaton.
The first.
Yeah. Michael Keaton. No, I agree with you on that one, but I'm just saying, man. Oh shit, I died.
Yeah, but Michael Keaton
Jack
was
Nicholson, that was the best one.
And what's the name that played on Dust to Dawn?
Who?
Clooney. Michael Clooney.
Which one?
George Clooney.
No. Stop it. You would not distract the name of the Bat. You would not distract the name of the Bat. George Clooney didn't play as Batman. George Clooney played as George Clooney dressed up as Batman.
Hey, you know who I think could have played a good Batman on the cool?
Who?
What's the main name that was in the movie with Jamie Foxx?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
His family got not Leonardo. No.
Leonardo.
His family got killed in the movie, and he. Man, what's it?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp couldn't be a Batman. No. Johnny Depp is the
prime. Talking about Johnny Depp.
I'm talking about somebody that actually play an action movie, man.
Don't go ahead, Savage.
I'm talking about somebody that actually play.
Try to think of who you talking about, Savage.
He was in the movie. He was in the movie with Jamie Foxx. When he had killed a judge in the movie because his family got railroaded. Like his family got killed in the movie and none of the people went to jail. So he started killing all of them. He went to jail. He was escaping, killing people.
Yeah, I don't even know that.
He was the same dude that played in Gamer. He was in the movie that played. He was in the movie Gamer.
You talking about the one where the boy was inside that virtual reality, John? Or the other movie?
Yeah, he was controlling a real person. He was in the virtual reality thing, but he was controlling a real person.
Oh, you talking about that one? That old John, that one from back in the day when they I'm trying to think who that was.
Yeah, the dude who he was controlling. He could play a good Batman. I just can't think of his name.
I had a Batman a while ago.
Right here.
I'm gonna have to pull this up. Say the movie Gamer.
All right. You know who can play Batman? The dude who playing James Bond now. The dude who playing James Bond. Yes. The dude who playing James Bond now.
Would I make a good leave the podcast on that one?
Name Gerald Butler.
I knew, that's who you talking about. I see you talking about Gamer. I knew you talking. I see him right now.
Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stick to what they got right now, and I'm gonna be on side with Chaos, and I'm gonna root for the person we got. But speaking about,
I'm not saying they picked a bad Batman. I'm just saying this dude who I'm talking about could have played a good Batman. That's what
I
I'm
agree.
saying.
I agree. After looking it up, I know exactly who you talking about. I
Because
agree.
because he more in tune to playing in action movies.
Right.
Either him or that dude that played in
He
what's that other
man,
dude what's the dude name that
what was
played
the
in
other one? White House Down or some shit like that?
White House Down? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I don't know
Yeah, that dude could
exact
play.
movie. Yeah, I can see him. I can see. I know exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either him or that other dude. This another dude that they had. What's the dude name? He played in one of the Terminator movies. What is it? Salvation, when it was in the future, and he had a robotic body and stuff like that, and he had the heart.
Mm.
I thought he could have played a good Batman.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
The dude
With
that was
John Cena.
I don't know his name, but he was in there with Kristen Bell. He the one that had he the one that they had turned. He was the first actually supposed to be the first T-1000 or whatever like that. He had that heart and all that other stuff that was inside of him. That heart, and he gave his heart to whatchamacallit. And I was like, wow. I looked at him because he played in a couple action movies, and he did pretty good. I thought he could play as a good Batman.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's the dude that played Leonidas in 300.
Yeah,
That's the dude I'm talking about.
Yeah, that is him.
Yeah.
The main character in 300?
Wouldn't he be too old?
Yeah. He looked about the same age as Henry Cavill to me.
No, Henry Cavill like 32.
Yeah, but you know they look old.
Yeah.
You know they be like 25, looking like they on 47 or 50. So I get what's happening.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the name of the movie that's why I got it wrong. It was Law Abiding Citizen.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he did play.
So what? But you prefer a younger actor to play Batman? That's what you're saying?
No, we want somebody. We need somebody that needs to match with the age and stuff.
They need to match, and they need to be younger for the simple fact if they're gonna build a dynasty with these Justice League movies like they did with the Avengers, they're gonna need staying power. We can't have nobody that's gonna die in the next 3 years.
Yup.
Right, neat, yeah. Hey, speaking about that, talking about somebody that can't die, but he's getting prolonged about this. Man, y'all heard the news about Deadpool? Man, when I first heard the news, they were saying Deadpool was supposed to, was gonna be in the MCU.
Man, that's sleep.
No.
I know. They said Deadpool was supposed to be in yeah, they said Deadpool was supposed to be in the MCU with Kevin Feige, but you ain't ever hear no news about Deadpool. Then all of a sudden, they had somebody that was the creator of Deadpool. They came out talking bad about Kevin Feige. He was saying, man, Deadpool 3 is not coming out. Marvel is pushing it back. They don't have love for Deadpool. What they doing is they from Deadpool 1 to Deadpool 2. If you look at the time frame, it was a 2-year release window. If they start working on Deadpool 3 now, it's still gonna be 4 years out. So that he was basically saying Marvel is trying to prolong Deadpool so far out the way and have all these other projects where they'll never be able to put out a Deadpool movie because they're not gonna be able to do it justice. And when I was hearing the news about that, I was hearing a lot of people going back and forth about Deadpool. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back and watch that Once Upon a Time.
Can I speak on that?
Yeah. I'm gonna let you get it. That Once Upon a Time.
Can I speak on that?
Go ahead.
That was crazy.
All right. If Marvel before the Fox deal went through, all right. If Marvel put out a projection for the next 2-3 years of what their movie is gonna be, how the people from Fox who would, even if they wrote it, produced it, edited the motherfucker, how they just gonna force their movie in there?
Yeah, they can't do that.
Because we've been knowing the schedule. We've been knowing the schedule of Marvel movies for the past year. Right or wrong?
We knew the schedule before Marvel knew it. And this is just the people in the panel.
Exactly.
So them bitching about the Deadpool movie getting pushed back. I mean, if y'all would have kept y'all company running the right way, it wouldn't have got pushed back.
Right, but he trying to put out the projection.
But unfortunately, y'all lost y'all company to Disney, and Disney make the rules.
Oh. Y'all don't deserve to have Deadpool anyway. That's how I feel about it.
Now, what Disney should do, now I'm being honest, what Disney should do, don't just let him go by the wayside. Throw him in a couple of these movies that's coming out. Throw him in a couple of these movies so people still know that he's relevant.
Yep.
Before it's them trying to force their way into a Deadpool movie, no, that the movie schedule already off.
Hey, so what you think about Deadpool having a what you think about Deadpool is going from like inside the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Do you think it'd be better if he be like when they made the Deadpool 3, that it be his own contained thing that Deadpool have, like how he was when he was with Fox?
Honestly, if they bitching about that, that's what they need to do. Now, see, with them bitching about that, Marvel could completely just let Deadpool die.
Yep.
Because Disney and Marvel own their character now. They can completely let it die. And let everybody, either you be mad or happy, either way it go, and it don't matter.
Right. So what about you, Flip? Which one you prefer?
Whatever Disney go with. I'm on the side of Disney.
Yeah, I'm talking about what about you don't want to contain Deadpool movie where is Deadpool just being free to just do Deadpool stuff and it don't affect the MCU, or you want a complete Deadpool movie that's infused inside of the MCU?
I don't care. They can go either way with it. They can go either way with it. I don't care.
So what?
I honestly rather contain movie because the last movie was shit.
To the Deadpool 2?
Yeah.
Oh man, look, I seen Once Upon a Deadpool, and when I seen that, I was like, you know what? I think they can actually get away with taking Deadpool PG-13 and infusing them into the MCU. Because when I was watching the Once Upon a Deadpool, what they did was they took the blood out when Deadpool was doing the gore and stuff. The only thing they did was just digitally remove them, and some of the scenes they just took like the Christmas special and they just brought it. You know how Deadpool break the fourth wall all the time. They just kind of brought him to like a little part where he was telling a story and he was saying things, and you know, Deadpool still was able to give his jokes out that still felt like it was Deadpool, because he made a joke about when it was a sex scene that he was having with his wife, and they pulled out of that scene to go back to him talking. And while he was talking, he was saying about how his wife loved him, and the other dude was like, "You ugly, excuse me, you ugly. How can she love you?" And he's like, "Oh, it ain't just my look. She loved me on the outside, and she loved the inside of me or something too." Then Deadpool look at the camera and say, "If you seen part 1, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you seen the first Deadpool movie, you'd have seen his woman strap up on him, just stuff like that. So when you seen that and they brought it like this, so the ground folks was able to still be able to catch some of the jokes, but it's able to hit that PG-13 rating. And once you do that at the movie theater, once you come out to DVD, then you can say, hey, you'd have seen the PG-13 Deadpool movie at the movie theaters on the rated R version on DVD. You know, so boom, now a person that has seen the Deadpool movie say, man, I want to see the uncut version. of Deadpool really going in. So now you having people that wasn't about the Deadpool movie. Wasn't about the Deadpool movie because they went to the movies and seen it. They gonna buy the movie. They want to see this completely other version. Same way they did with Once Upon a Deadpool, but reverse it. Cinematic, so that way it could be inside of the MCU and you can have all MCU stuff going on. But then when you do the physical release, then you can have the rated R version, and then you can have with Deadpool do all his jokes and all the blood and the gore. And I think that's a win-win. So I think that my opinion that I think Deadpool would do better if they infuse them inside of the MCU. So what about you, K.I.? Do you think they should infuse Deadpool inside the MCU or keep it a contained thing and make it and leave it like Deadpool is our entity?
Honestly, I was thinking like it'd be good either way. Like honestly, I wouldn't complain if they keep it outside the MCU or inside the MCU. It's really just up to whoever decision that is to make. It's gonna be good either or. Along if the people who doing who's doing the rest of the Marvel movies and stuff makes that movie, I'm good. Because you'll get a high chance of it to be an actual good movie, unlike Deadpool 2. So, but at the same time, I will add this: that if they have it its own thing, I think they're just gonna start from scratch.
Start from scratch and use their own character and use the same characters, or
Yep. Because if they don't put them in the MCU and do their own, and if they do their own thing, then I think they're just gonna start from scratch.
Yeah, I don't. The only thing about they from scratch is Ryan. I think his name Ryan Reynolds that played Deadpool. I mean, the way he
that's only dude they'll probably keep. I mean, but think about it. I mean, they have some niggas in the X-Men in there and everything. So like,
but another character that they had on there, to be honest with you, for me was a fan favorite personal fan favorite was Domino. The person that they had to play Domino, that actor right there. If anybody else off of the Deadpool roster, they need to grab is Domino. His sidekick, his girlfriend is dead, so everybody else, they don't have. Everybody else. The other little dude they used to give him his missions. The dude that wore the glasses with the long, I don't know his name, Shirley had that. They sit there and talk shit with Deadpool all the time, and he don't want to say Deadpool look like two old up figs that
the boy with the glasses.
Yeah, him. Them the only two people I think they should keep. I say Domino over him. So who you think they should keep out of there, Flip?
You think they should keep out the movie, or
like as in who if, to the MCU? Who would you like out of the Deadpool universe? You want from the port over? Colossus, Juggernaut.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of
just
people.
go ahead.
Or you could be like Chaos and say scrap them out.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was want people to be on my side with the Domino, man, because she really.
I mean, all them people gonna most of them people gonna get introduced in the MCU anyway.
You think
exactly.
So? I'm talking about, I'm talking about the actual actors that play the roles of the characters.
Oh, you talking about you want them actors?
I don't know about the actors that play the role.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't know. I mean, you know what? It is a controversial because they're talking about like whatchamacallit, the chick that was black. Who she was supposed to play at?
Domino.
Oh, Domino. Yeah, and a lot of people was mad, and some people was like, "Yo, why she's black when she's a white character?" So I don't give a shit. Hell, fuck it. Black Power.
Valkyrie. It was Domino and Valkyrie.
Yeah, but Domino to me, it fit her more than anything. The look fits.
Bring them all back. Shit, fuck it. Even bring Terry Crews back. Fuck it. Hell, shit.
To tell you the truth, No, man. Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Don't nobody know what Ray's domino is, because if you actually look that shit up, that bitch say unknown and her skin color blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? You're right about
That's what
that.
I was. That's what I was confused about.
Because
How are they mad? All I remember is their skin color blue too.
when they started all that dumb shit,
Mhm.
I went. I'm just saying when everybody started all that, talking about she was supposed to be this race or that race, I went and looked it up. They didn't have no race for her. The skin color was
You know
blue.
what? I'm glad you
It's two
said that.
different colors of blue.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because that's the same thing with Mystique. Mystique can be a black chick with a fat ass, and we just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because she blue and she a shapeshifter.
Yup, she a
Same.
shapeshifter. It could
You
be
know,
anything.
You don't,
I agree with you.
technically we have no idea what Mystique really looked like
Yeah, we don't. Matter of fact, you don't even Mystique don't even have an origin story. People don't know that. She really don't. She still don't have an
at
origin story. They
all.
don't know where she come from. All they know is Mystique
The,
is old. She
the
can live.
only
Her,
thing
she can be like
they said
100,
about
the
Mystique
$300.
is she is one of the oldest living mutants.
Yup.
No,
We don't
she
know.
one of the oldest living mutants.
Yup. She's older than She's
She
older
older
than
than Wolverine.
Ring. Yup.
Oh, I didn't know that part. I know that she
Yeah.
was that old.
Mhm.
Yeah. Don't
She's
nobody
a-
know what Mystique.
She was
Don't nobody
around.
know
Matter of
how old
fact,
she is.
she might be older than. She might be older than Sinister, cause she was around then. That's
Dang,
when. Yeah, like
nigga,
I
that's way back.
Yeah, I think she helped the underground. I think she had help with the underground slavery
Really?
movement.
hey, flip film campaigning, huh? Hey, I like that though. I mean, you
I'm
was
just
making
saying.
headways with the Professor X and Magneto. I mean, you never
Uh,
know. We were getting some what you call it?
I don't know if I said this on the panel, man, but I did read an article about they are trying to go ahead and go with um ethnic. I'm trying to say this right, but Magneto and Professor Xavier will not be Caucasian.
Yeah, you said
I ain't gonna lie. I still rather them to be white.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Flip on that one.
No, I'm saying like I read it like they changed it.
yeah, me. It don't.
It depends how they do it. It depends how that they
Only
like
way that's gonna work.
how they smooth it over.
The only way that's gonna work, unless it's the way that I said it was, Chuck. Only way
Right.
that's the only way I can see that's working, because it makes more sense.
For me, it's a jump ball. Hey, what about this news here? Y'all heard about Swamp Thing supposed to be coming to the CW? The season 1 of Swamp Thing that was on the DC network supposed to be coming to CW. But if it do good, there's a possibility that
They're gonna
CW
make
might
another one.
right. So did y'all hear about the news and what y'all think about that? Is a because everybody know that watched it. I didn't watch it because I heard it got canceled, and then it kind of made me didn't want to watch it.
You know what's funny? What's Marvel version of Swamp Thing? That's
The
what's his
Thing.
name? No, it's not the Thing.
Man thing.
It's Man
Man
Thing. That's
Thing.
what it is. Yeah, there it is. Man Thing.
Man Thing.
I
Yeah.
thought Man Thing was dang. I thought Man Thing was DC. I'm not sure why I thought he was DC.
It's two of them.
No,
You have
yeah.
No,
No,
every
he's
all of them,
Marvel.
they're copying each other, isn't it?
Marvel.
Because remember
Yeah.
Plastic Man? Plastic Man was Mr.
Well,
Elastic.
he had more than one just name. You talking about like Mr. Fantastic when he was you know, he's stretching all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Plastic Man, he nothing but is a elongated man in DC. That's all it is. Black Vulcan is nothing more than Black Lightning. It was all that stuff has something to do with right. Yeah, that had something to do with some type of rights or something like that to put them in a cartoon. Oh shit! I just killed myself. Damn. I done messed up on that one.
Oh shit! I'm playing on Martin Luther King Day. I'm from the dunk something. What's that?
Yeah. Put it up, then.
Oh, you know it is. You know what time it is with me.
Shit, yeah. Well, hey, anybody else they got anything they want to bring to the table? Go left or Bob before we get up out of here.
Nah, not tonight. We're gonna be good.
We'll be good tonight. We gonna appreciate everybody for rocking with us. You know, we're gonna bring in some, we got some Mandalorian 2. They're gonna have some more video game news that's gonna be dropping. Man, it's a lot of information that just been bam, bam, bam. And I'm glad everybody had the opportunity to be here with us. That's going through this quarantine and being safe and secure out there with you and your family and your friends and your loved ones and everybody out there. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. And we're going to holler at y'all next time. We up out of here.
Peace.
All the good stuff. Yeah.